उनको बोलते राजीव जी गाड़ी लेके जाने वाले थे पहले, उनको पूछना पहले। आ जाओ।
जय श्री राम बाबा जी।
Who's this?
जय श्री राम बाबा जी।
Who beat you up, Raja?
Sorry Baba ji.
Who beat you up?
No, I went to Tirupati Baba ji 2 days back.
Oh, you took the opportunity to start looking young. Oh, now you put the bullet on Tirupati Wala. I said, okay, make me young again. Got you. Say, mera bachcha. So, coming to this. Okay, before we start, Shri Satchidanand Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Jai. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha. Putri, you just asked a question, right? So, what does Seva do? Seva, if you are doing wholeheartedly, that you are doing Seva, and nothing else. So what Seva will start doing, what Guru Nanak Dev Ji told the gentleman, that go and fill water in that basket, which cannot hold water. What Seva will do, Seva will start cleaning that coal. That basket with coal was being washed. So Seva keeps on flushing it out. That's first thing Seva does. If you're wholehearted, you're not focused on anything else, then Seva will help you with that. Second part Seva does, it is also another extreme form of bhakti. From Navvidya Bhakti, this is also one biggest part of it. But now that is the moment you can enjoy that. Whatever you're doing, you can enjoy. Like he was there, full day, from 7:30 to 10 to 10:30 p.m. And it was outside open. It was cold. Then I realized in the evening, why did he come to me? Why did he wanted to come along? Then I realized, because I think all of you left what time, Raja? 7:30? Right? So 3 hours I was there. Right? And those 3 hours he was there. I'll be with you. Now, it means what? It means that when you start to mature in seva, in any form of seva, no matter what you do, it doesn't matter. Seva starts to gradually add you up. Seva will start taking yourself in a very different manner. How? I'll tell you. What does the first thing Seva will do? First thing will do that you start feeling calmer. Now you got to be patient. At the time of Seva, you cannot be arrogant, or you cannot be upset, you cannot be mad, you cannot be choosy. No. I will manage, you don't leave it. No. Seva means, suppose you are mature in an organization, right? And some people come to you, what do we do? How do we get there? Guide them, tell them, hold their hand, bring them. Please come, you can do this, you can do. What will that do, mera bachcha? That will show, that will bring you patience, that will bring you sharsa, that will bring you connection. You'll become calmer. And being calm is very, very important. Very, very important. This starts to mature. Now, when you go into sadhana after seva, you will see the intensity difference there. You will see the difference. See how you've been always saying. Okay, you've always been talking about that. You've been getting connection. You've been getting, but somewhere you did seva also, right? You were doing some part. So that seva kept you moving, rotating. Seva felt. Let's say seva is one, one aspect of the God, which is just takes care of the seva factor. So that person is only heading seva. So that God of seva started feeling, you know what, this child is always into seva. I don't want her to get lost because whatever is happening. So let me put this guy in instead of this division to this division of seva. The journey doesn't stop. If your dedication and commitment is true, you will get away. You will find a way. You will get a connection. You will be guided. You will be supported. And that is where you start maturing it. Now it is up to you how much at what level would you grow. It's nobody's part. But it should, as you said, we discussed, it's not an expectation that somebody will be happy, it is an automatic thing. It's an automation system here. Seva is nothing to do with anything. What it will do, it will release all your knots gradually. If you're doing seva, you will be guided, do this. You will get it somehow. So that will keep you rotating. That will keep you moving. Does it help? Huh? Hello? Excuse me? Huh? But you need to be stronger, right? For seva also. Excuse me? Now, I've been thinking, Putta, since yesterday, one thing. So, one thing is that we understood what the seva part is, what seva does. Now came up yesterday, we were having a discussion and it came up releasing and realization. Releasing and realization. Now, what is releasing and realization? Then Baba brought up very, very beautifully. Baba said, if you are not able to release yourself, now releasing from your thoughts, obviously, releasing yourself from all the bindings you want to add on attachments part, you have to free yourself, release yourself. As you release yourself, now you've created a vacuum. You've created a place where you can get realization, start getting feeling. A beautiful example Baba said to somebody. He said, when you meet somebody, suppose I was standing there like that moment. I said, you looked at me and you felt like giving me $5. $5, take the $5 from me. But within a split second, that changed. Because the consciousness will right away change. Because the sound of consciousness gives you a couple of very split seconds to believe it, to understand. But the moment you overlook that, you're gone. To your example, excuse me, what you did the very first time was your conscious part. You know that. Then phase 2 also was your conscious part. Huh? No. But that is exactly, it is a conscious part. So remember one thing, whenever you get a very first right instant in your thought is listen to it carefully and react to it. But you will only have a very little time. That is where releasing and realization starts to act. That you start listening to that inner voice of yours, you will automatically start progressing. All of you get that voice. All of you. Everybody gets that voice. I'm not ready to let nobody, anybody can say that. No. If you're overlooking that, that's a different story then. People say, how do we listen that? Hame to pata nahi laga, we did not know. No, no, no. We all listen to it. We all get to it. First is get yourself, release yourself. If you cannot release yourself from things unwanted, how will you get yourself attached, again it is abounding, to the right source? How? When will we have this understanding, or when will we have this belief that I am short of time? I don't have that much time in my life. You know, we always have this thought, you know, I have a lot of time, a lot of things I will take. We always have this. Or tomorrow, day after. And the very first thing we compromise in a daily routine is our own bhakti. That's the first thing we compromise. No, no, बाबा को आधे घंटे बात कर देंगे, बाबा को 10 मिनट बात कर देंगे, we'll do later, we'll do this. भगवान later. Did somebody say anything? Why can't you push other things away? And why there is a line of expectation that since I'm doing your bhakti, I'm always after you, I'm listening to you, the results have to come. I want this to be done. If you want things to be done and the way it is, have you done whatever he has been telling you to do? Again, it goes back to one simple thing. Have a firm faith on him. Firm faith on him. In any God you believe, doesn't matter. Whomever you believe in. You may have a very good connection with Jesus, but Gudiya, when she was in the hospital, at the rehab center, there was a chapel downstairs. Now, Gudiya would go down the chapel and sit in the church, the chapel for a long time. She felt the same thing. I'm not comparing here. What I'm trying to say is your faith can be on anything, but you have to be firm on that. Have belief. As you said, your seva will take you to the right place, will guide you to the right direction. But you will have to release yourself. If you don't release yourself, you will not get any realization what is right, what is wrong, what I should do, what I should not do. You will not get that. If you don't release, you will not be able to release. And again, let's be one part of it clear here. Suppose Raghu decides, or Narani decides today, both of them, I want to know. They have 2 children. They have a responsibility. They have parents, family in the family. So you cannot say, either you would have taken the decision well before time that, you know what, I'm going away. Brahmacharya. But you accepted Grasta. If you accepted Grasta ashram, which is fine, but your care towards family cannot change. If you accepted that, okay, this is my mother, these are my sisters, this is my family, I got to do what I got to do the best for them. You can't take that off. Till the time it is hindering part of it. Something is going beyond our limit is a different story. Then we have to look at that way. But get yourself how you eat every day, how you drink every day, how you take shower every day, how you work every day. This is same thing. This is part of your day-to-day life. If some people come up and say, I have my own way of bhakti, wonderful. I have my own way of connection, wonderful. Again, excellent. Everybody has his own way. Everybody has a different way of bhakti. Everybody finds a peace in their own way. Nothing wrong in that. But if you are holding hands, if you are doing, then just follow. Then just follow after that. Then don't apply your brain at that moment. You cannot do two things. Remember this. If you have decided that I'm going to be following these instructions, then just follow the instructions. Why? Now you're interfacing things. You're basically interfacing it. Your own thoughts and whatever you need to do. Then you're not releasing. Right? Till the time we understand and we believe this, that we have a situation today, it will go over tomorrow. It will go over tomorrow. We have a problem today, it will be gone tomorrow. Because today is not permanent. Yesterday also was today. But now it became yesterday. We were born in certain date. It is the story of a past. We are in today. It will become yesterday tomorrow. Are we losing time? Are we understanding this? Are we going to follow this? Because there is honestly, if I just feel that way, is that we always feel that there will be a time, yeah, right now I have to work. Yes, you have to work. Yes, you have to earn. But your true sense is inside you as samadhi. The true part in you is your own samadhi. Now to reach the stage of samadhi, what is samadhi? What is samadhi? जब आप स्वयं में समा जाते हो, स्वयं में समा जाना. तब परमात्मा आपको दिशा देता है. Then he comes and knocks you. और पुत्र एक बारी at one time life में you are able to get to your samadhi, you're done मेरे बच्चे. You're done. That time you will feel कि I don't need nothing. Because now I have the connect. We talked about connection and connector sometimes back, right? Now that connector has made me a connector. Then you become a connector. Mahatma Buddha, when he left everything, he went into getting into samadhi, right? So Mahatma Buddha went into the samadhi situation. From samadhi, what happened at samadhi? He got that realization. He got that light. He got that understanding. Oh, and that is that today look at around the world. Whether Guru Nanak Dev Ji, this man here, anybody, for me, all these great masters have only come to the world to give us this understanding that I live in you, you live in me. It is just a timeline to connect each other. It is the timeline that you find me. I'm there. I'm like that, you know, that box into box into box into box kind of a thing. I just need to keep opening. I need to keep unfold myself to get to realization. Yes, And then what do we do when we realization? Adi, what do we do? No? What do we do? And then we start saying, तू नहीं तो ये बाहर क्या बाहर है, तू नहीं तो दिल को तेरा इंतजार है, कि तेरा इंतजार है, कि तेरा इंतजार है, दिल तड़प तड़प के कह रहा है यार कि हमसे आंख ना चुरा, तुझे कसम है आ भी जा. You start getting it with them. And don't get carried away with little lighting and no. That is, don't get carried away with that. That is like brush off. You know, when you find a dust, what do? If you find a dust on a particle, what do? A glasses, let's see. Right? A glass. Go, specs. You find something, what do? We rub it off. What happens after that? It starts. It's clear now. So now what does it mean? I need to be focused. That is where you need to keep working, progressing forward. I saw light, I saw yellow, I saw green, I saw blue, I saw white, I saw land, I saw this. It's okay, wonderful. Did you see him? Not yet. Keep working. See, once what happens is, when you go to buy a home or you go to buy a car, what do? Keep searching till you find the right one, right? You don't stop. Buy the right one. Get to it. So journey from releasing yourself. Please release. Release the pressure you carry. Release the thoughts you bothers you. Release the worries you have. Release the fear you have. Just release it. A gas in a balloon is a temporary thing. It's not a true shape of the balloon, right? It has the capacity to take that gas to be flying for some time. It may go very high, still will not be able to touch the sky, not even the clouds. But it starts to feel I can fly. That is who we are. Little gas makes us fly. We didn't even touch the clouds, forget the sky. And ultimately, what happens? After flying for a very good time, the pressure starts to release because now the balloon cannot take that much of it because there's a pressure from the top. A certain stage of time after doing it, starts releasing it. And then it may fall somewhere. That balloon will fall somewhere. For kite, which is flying very high, you can get this. When a kite is flying, after certain height, the thread becomes flimsy. It is not in your height and tight, right? It's very vague. Why? Because it has gone beyond your control. Hard to bring it down. If you're too good to bring it down, that will take you time. You must have a support to be able to wrap. Or if it gets disconnected from you, you don't know where will it land. With the kite, there's still a hope that you can come down back to ground. But a balloon which is flown will not. It is purely up to us. It is completely up to us. We need to release our gas, our air. We don't want any disconnections. We want connections. We want to be connectors. And then you start realizing it, and then you start enjoying it. You have to enjoy, and you must enjoy. In this lifetime, if you're not able to connect to him, I don't know when will that be. I don't know how much you feel what you feel that way. If things are priority for you, it's your call. Whatever is your priority. And who's your priority? It's up to you, purely up to you. Earning for the family, doing good for the family, wonderful. You must do. You should do. But you also remember the avaran, this body, which has been given to us for our soul. And the best part is, and how beautiful Almighty has done a favor to us. What a favor. And you know what is that favor? No. Favor is, he made this bottle, this body here, and put that drop inside. He said, this is not transferable, but you can transform. You can transform. I'm within you. Find me and transform yourself. Don't need to run nowhere. Idhar bhago, idhar jao, udhar jao. No. I am within you. Just the best way to transform yourself is I'm in you. You cannot carry this. And you have a time span. See, you go for a marathon, you go for anything, you have a timeline, right? You have to achieve that within a time frame. You cannot keep on doing it because you know the game is over. Are you waiting for the game to be over, or you want within the timeline to be transform yourself? What do you want to do? Nancy? You can only transform yourself once you have understood. And what have you understood? If you have understood that releasing yourself, okay, you have released yourself, then you are working towards insight to be transferred. And that transfer will create transformation. That will only happen after releasing. Then the journey of realization. Baba said, release and realize. I have made your life easy. I have made your birth easy. I have made you the best facilities I can give you. I have given you everything within your one body. It is up to you to take the best use of that. It's up to you. I've given you everything, a bundle. Now, within that bundle, what is that you can utilize? What is that you can use? What is unwanted? It's up to you. You know, when you get, what do you call it? You get almonds and ground nuts or walnuts. Do you eat everything out of that? Hello. When you get walnuts, ground nuts, or almonds, now I'm not talking about the shell. Don't you throw the shell away? Don't you bring that true piece of nuts out of that shell? And then you enjoy eating? It's the same thing. if you have a walnut and you really want to eat, what do? First you kadak, right? Doesn't break. Then you take something to hammer, doesn't break. Then what do? You keep it in between the doors and clutch. I want that walnut. I want to eat and enjoy. And while you open the walnut, there are still some pieces inside. You want to release that also. You only want the pure nut to be eaten. Is it not? Even if you take a groundnut, after removing the shell, what do? You take that little peel on the top. You want to release that also. Why can't we do with ourselves? Hmm? So if you get into bhakti, it starts helping you to remove out. Definitely it helps you. But what is the depth of your bhakti? It depends on that, na bachche. I agree with you. I'm not saying nothing. But have you gone to that stage of bhakti which you're starting to get? It is like, certain flowers, you see them the moment they get sun, they open up. Sun sets, they close down. What we need is that we need to let the shell be gone. Let that piece be gone. The true self within us needs to be connected. And the right way to connect is you already do a practice every day. You're practicing Om every day. You're sitting with yourself. You're working hard. You're chanting. Starting with Nam Simran. Simple as that. Chanting is very important. From chanting, you get into the stage of dhyana. From dhyan, you keep progressing towards samadhi. It is a circle of different colors. It takes you from one wave to another stream to another stream. But you need to keep practicing that. If in the lifetime we are able to connect with him, in the lifetime we can enjoy, I don't think anything better than that. You will see things happening on your own. You will see it happening. It's honestly, but for that you need to work out. And how much time you want to spend on that is your call. It's purely your call. How much important it is, it's your call. You decide. ये मेरे लिए अच्छा है, ये मेरे लिए अच्छा नहीं है. ये मुझे करना है, ये मुझे नहीं करना है. मुझे परमात्मा को इसी जीवन में पाना है, नहीं पाना है. हाँ, मुझे भक्ति करनी है, लेकिन भक्ति मुझे अपनी टर्म्स पे करनी है, या मुझे भक्ति इसलिए करनी है कि मुझे उसका सच में भक्त बनना है, मुझे अपने आप को मीरा बनाना है. मुझे नहीं पता. आई डोंट नो. कहते हैं कन्हैया ने राधा से इतना प्यार किया, और राधा ने भी कन्हैया से इतना प्यार किया कि 15 साल के बाद दोनों अलग हो गए. कन्हैया वापस नहीं आ पाए, राधा जा नहीं पाई. पर प्रेम इतना था कि आज इतने सालों बाद भी हम राधा कृष्ण नहीं कहते हैं. आज भी राधा कृष्ण, कृष्ण राधा नहीं कहते, राधे राधे. और आज भी कहते हैं कि कृष्ण को पाना है तो राधे राधे. तो मीरा ने भी तो शाम को पाया. हाँ, देखो, उनका दोनों का बचपन का प्रेम था. यहाँ पे मीरा ने सब कुछ किया. गृहस्थ आश्रम में भी गया, लेकिन गृहस्थ आश्रम में जाने के बाद भी अपनी भक्ति नहीं छोड़ी। विश्वास कितना कि जहर पीने के बाद भी कोई फर्क नहीं है, क्या दिया जा रहा है मुझे उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्योंकि मेरा शाम कड़ा है। आप देखो तो ना, आप एक बात खुद देखो कि रानी थी, चाहती तो सारा संसार उनके कदमों पे था, सब कुछ था ना, पर उसके लिए सारा संसार महत्व नहीं रखता था रानी के लिए। रानी को क्या था, मेरा शाम दुनिया से परे है। एक को दर्शनों की अभिलाषा थी, एक को प्रेम की। प्रेम दोनों ने किया। शाम तो मीरा में समाये हुए थे। शाम तो समा गए थे पुस्तक। मेरा बच्चा, I would again say, do the best you can in life, but only run after what is your need. The best thing is, I for end of the month, what do we need? We need this much amount to survive. Wonderful. This is the amount we need for saving. Wonderful. Rest, peace. Everybody in the world is not given the same job. आप भागो, कमाओ उतना जितना सस्टेन कर सकते हो, जी सकते हो। 10% 20 अपने जो पैसे, for the time which we don't control, savings for that, sure करो। अपने बच्चों के लिए कुछ करना चाहते हो, अभी करो। आपको कहीं जाना है तो आज जाओ। मेरे बच्चे, डोंट रन, डोंट लेट द टाइम रन ओवर यू। समय चला गया, वापस आएगा नहीं। आप सोच के देखो, your spouse, your sisters, your brothers, few years back they were little. Where are they today? आपका परिवार, आपके माता पिता, आपके भाई बहन कहाँ है आज, कहाँ पर है, किस लेवल पे है? और क्या चाहते हो मेरे बच्चों, क्या चाहते हो? मुड़ के देखोगे तो हिल जाओगे। इफ यू जस्ट टर्न बैक एंड लुक, यू विल बी शॉक्ड। जिंदगी कहाँ ले आई हमारे को। कहाँ चले थे, कहाँ पहुंच गए, क्या सपने थे, क्या सपने हैं। At a young age we all had different dreams, right? Where are that today? बचपन के उन सपनों को आज जहां भी आ गए, wherever you have come, it's okay. I'm not telling you to go back. I'm telling you to have a realization that time has run out. The time is gone. अगर वो समय चला गया तो ये भी चला जाएगा। अगर ये भी चला गया तो फिर वापस मूंगफली बन के आना पड़ेगा, वापस वॉलनट बन के आना पड़ेगा, वापस एलमंड बन के आना पड़ेगा। अगेन वील हैव टू कम बैक, अगेन वी हैव टू गो थ्रू। वी डोंट नो हमें वी विल गेट अ ह्यूमन बर्थ और नॉट, आई डोंट नो। इसीलिए मेरी विनती है आप सब, जस्ट रिक्वेस्ट, रिक्वेस्ट एंजॉय करें। हेलो, करें। ओम नमो नारायणाय, ओम नमो नारायणाय, ओम नमो नारायणाय, ओम नमो नारायणाय, ओम नमो नारायणाय। Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Shri Satchidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki jai. Raghu, it is release, realization, transformation.
जी बाबा जी। बट आप बाबा जी, आप हमारा साईदाम कंप्यूटर में रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ना? आई डिड नॉट।
अच्छा
मैं फोन।
अच्छा, I'll look into this. I'll see. ठीक है मेरा बच्चा. So all of us ready? हाँ. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. समस्त लोका
सुखिनो भवन्तु।
सच्चिदानंद
सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज।
जय. ठीक है मेरे बच्चों, एंजॉय एंजॉय एंजॉय.